since your first time. Open up and let your heart flow. Dare to be different, show them how it go. Of course they gon' hate, that's a part of life. But that's when you really know you're doing right. They like to keep it classy, you don't need to fight. Just kidding them with the 16.
Hello, Taurus, and welcome back if you're returning. This is going to be a reading for you guys just to see what kind of energies you may be experiencing, or just getting some clarity on your situation that you may be going through right now. Just letting the cards talk. So if you find that these messages are helpful, please leave a like and a comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate you. I did channel some things before I turned the camera on, so I'll get into those right now. So Taurus, I channeled the name Terrence. So your name could be Terrence, or you can know somebody named Terrence. I don't know. Terrence. I rolled some dice, some 6-sided dice and astrological dice. So 1, 2, 3 came out. So 1, 2, 3 could be significant right now. 1, 2, 3 can signify like stepping stones, taking one thing at a time, step by step. Let me see what else I got here. 1, 2, 3 also equals 6. So the number 6 could be significant to you. I also rolled Neptune. So your dreams could be significant. And the last 2 signs I read for also had Neptune. So that's interesting. So your dreams could be significant for some reason. I also channeled Capricorn. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn moon or rising. And 4th house. Or no, 11th house. Something could be going on with your 11th house for some reason. I'm not big on like houses or anything. So if you are, definitely check that out and see what that means for you. But yeah, that's what I got. Yeah, so let's get into your reading, Taurus. Let's see. What my Tauruses need to know. What are we going through right now? Oh, okay, we have one card out. And it is the Ace of Swords. So you're getting some clarity, some truth, maybe speaking your mind, cutting through the bullshit. Let's see. Ooh, sloppy. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Could be communicating something to someone, Taurus. Oh my gosh, these cards are not shuffling for me today. Alright, let's see. Alright, Taurus. Maybe I should start off with a different deck. I don't know. You have the Ace of Swords though, so that's good. Ace of Swords. Let's see, what else? I might just have to pick these cards because I don't know what's wrong with my shuffling right now. Oh God. We had one flip over, so I'll just take that and call it. Let's see. 7 of Pentacles. So 7 of Pentacles is waiting for things to bloom. It's like you've been working hard or investing your time and energy into something. You're waiting for payback. So maybe you've been working hard on something and you're trying to see the results. And maybe there's an idea that you come up with that helps you move along into seeing like results, or at least seeing a little bit more like movement in whatever it is that you're investing your time and energy into. If it's anything, if any sign is going to be invested in something and wants their results, it's going to be a Taurus. The Taurus, you guys put a lot of energy into things. Earth signs in general. So I'm an Earth sign as well. I'm a Capricorn, so I can definitely understand that. Had one card fly out. You have a few more, but those came out in a bunch, so I'm not going to take those. I'll take the solo. Oh wow, we have 7 of Swords. Okay. Now 7 of Swords, I always say like 7 of Swords isn't always a bad card, because like depending on what else comes out around it and with it, it can mean you're just being strategic and keeping things to yourself here. And even in this case, it's kind of like, from what I see right now, but until we pull some other cards, I won't know. But from what I see right here, it's almost like, Taurus, you're being strategic about something. Like I said, like you're trying to, maybe you're coming up with a plan or an idea or something like that. And it's like things aren't going smoothly, aren't going so smoothly for you, like you're trying to gain your results, right? Is another specific meaning that I'm trying to say with the Seven of Pentacles, but I just can't think of it right now. But definitely, like, it's something that you're investing your time and energy into. And maybe it's like, maybe you're being a little bit, you're keeping these things to yourself. Like, maybe, I don't know, you're working on like a secret formula or something, right? And you want to keep that to yourself. Here's your energy here that came out. But like, example, like, you're working on a secret formula, you want to keep it to yourself, and you're like, how can I make this like come together? Maybe things are separating in the whatever product, the formula, whatever. You want everything to like mix properly. I don't know. And it's like you're trying to find out a different way, but it's like maybe you need to be secretive in how you're approaching this thing, because you don't want nobody to steal your ideas, or your, you know, steal your formula or something. I don't know. That's just an example, though. Don't take that literally, but you know. Queen of Pentacles and the Sun came out, so yeah, this definitely could be about like something that you're investing your time in when it comes to like your own business. With the Queen of Pentacles, she's the businesswoman of the queens, but you don't have to be a woman, you know, it's just who she is. The Sun, so there's definitely a good prospect here when it comes to like you coming up with this idea, or this, yeah, like an idea or something like that. Or just a breakthrough is what I'm getting, like a breakthrough. Excuse me. You have the Judgment card, and that's underneath the Ace of Swords. So there's something that you're coming into where it's almost kind of like divinely guided, where it's like you hear, right? You hear like an idea come to you in passing, or something. You're watching something, or something just resonates and sticks out with you, almost like how he's blowing on this trumpet or this horn, right? It's like you hear it. You hear it clear as day. Like you're hearing the call. Like you're hearing like the next move, or the next something, or whatever, that helps you have this breakthrough. Also could be making decisions about something, but that is kind of like, okay, like you come up with an idea and you're making a decision to like follow that. Let's see. Oh, we had one card fly out here. Ooh, and we have the Ace of Wands. Perfect. Right underneath the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, this is something that you're creatively working on. It doesn't have to necessarily be like art or anything like that. You don't have to necessarily be an artist either. You know, creation is everything. So whatever it is that you're doing, that you're working on from like scratch, or something that you came up with, that is your creation. And it's like you're having a breakthrough in creativity. I need to write that down, but I don't have a pen, because I need to write down the titles for these videos. You have the Knight of Cups, so you need a little bit more confidence in what you're doing here. That's underneath the Seven of Swords, so maybe you feel like, maybe that's like your Achilles heel, right? It's like it's like when you hit a wall, you start to get insecure, or you start to doubt yourself, right? Because that's what the Seven of Swords could be about self-sabotage. So maybe that you could be self-sabotaging yourself, and when you hit a wall, it's like maybe you lose confidence because, you know, you just haven't found the right idea yet, or something like that, and that kind of like weighs you down a bit. But that's something that you don't need to worry about, Taurus, because you're smart, and you're a creative and smart person, so you can definitely get through this. Especially because right now it's we're still technically in a retrograde season, so like you'll be okay. It's just a time to like reflect on certain things right now, you know, when it comes down to the Mercury retrograde. It's just time to reflect on certain stuff, and just because you hit a wall doesn't mean like you're not creative. Oh my god. You also have the Ten of Pentacles that came out for someone else as well too, and the Knight of Wands. And it's interesting, right? So, well, okay, I'll get to that in a second. But Queen of Pentacles, like owning your own business, being like whatever you choose to put your energy into and build, like you're going to be successful at it, and you're definitely going to be seeing a result of that. It could be also be getting some sort of like maybe contract, or some sort of like signing with like this idea or something like that. It brings security to you, definitely financial security to you, definitely. Then you have the Sun and the Knight of Wands, and it's like they both have these wands in their hands and both want horses. So Knight of Wands and the Sun is definitely giving me like, it's like something comes to you. Like I really feel like it's just something that comes to you like a breakthrough. Because the Knight of Wands can be about like communication, something being brought to you, some sort of like letter or something like that, just like the Six of Wands. But it's definitely some sort of like kick of inspiration here. And I feel like I was saying earlier, there's something that you come across, something that you hear or you see, or something that's going to kickstart that breakthrough for you. What we have, 10 minutes? We have the Ten of Wands. So laying down your burdens. You're not being weighed down. I feel like you're not being weighed down by like you not progressing as much, or you not having this like breakthrough of an idea or something, or like you're not letting yourself being weighed down by that. And if you are, you're eventually going to put those worries down, because you're going to come through. You're going to find out very soon enough, or very soon, that what it is that you've been like contemplating on, or what you've been waiting through for like this breakthrough, is going to come through to you. But you're not going to like, I feel like it's going to be very sudden. It's going to be very, very sudden. Alright, let me pull one more from this deck. The Empress and the Three of Wands. Three of Swords. So when I thought about these two cards together as soon as they came out, I'm like, okay, there's something that you've been waiting for, because the Empress is like about like delays, or like having to wait, things being like gestating, right? And like I was saying, like how like the whole the formula metaphor that I was using, where it's like you're waiting for things to come together, which is kind of like what a pregnancy is, right? Like the baby is basically like baking and like getting all of its features and stuff, and you're just like waiting for it, and over time like everything starts to like come together. And that's kind of like what that is, what this kind of like represents, is like you're waiting for things to come together. And then the Three of Swords is like maybe in part where it's like you, like with the Seven of Swords, it's like you're waiting for this stuff to happen, but it's almost kind of like maybe this is causing you some sort of stress, because it's like, this isn't happening for me, this isn't happening fast enough, or like I can't think of anything to jumpstart or to keep continuing on my progress. But it's only because you needed to be sat down for a little bit, because maybe you've been overworking yourself, or maybe like you just been overthinking the situation and not allowing things to come to you as freely as you should. I'm gonna start and clarify a few cards. Let's see. Got the King of Pentacles. So yeah, you'll definitely start to implement like this situation soon. It's like the Queen of Pentacles is like coming up with the idea. She comes up with the business plan, and the King of Pentacles executes it. So it's kind of like you're like still in like not the planning process necessarily, but because you're kind of like in this little like fork in the road, or like at this impasse, right? It's like you need time to be able to like map things out a little bit more, or you need to think about not other avenues, but it's like if something if you've been doing something that's been working and hasn't been working, now maybe it's just kind of time to like pivot a little bit. and implement something different or think outside the box. Three of Wands. So we have 3 3s on the board. So 333 is my number of wish fulfillment or getting something that you want. Also, it could be a yes to whatever question that you have. It's just one of those numbers for me that's confirmation. 3 of Wands, yeah, so you're waiting for your shift to come in. It's like you're waiting for this opportunity. Or you're looking out and seeing what else you could do, like you're surveying your land and seeing like what else can I like build or what else can I do. And it's like you are looking for like different opportunities where it's like, how can I achieve this breakthrough, or how can I continue on. But I feel like this is like something Spirit is doing for you, though. It's like they're sitting you down because the next part of your journey is going to be successful, and you're probably going to need different ways of being, or different ways of like implementing your talents or your creativity to be able to like move forward. All right, pull 2 more. Wrap it on up. Okay, I'm gonna take all of those, even though I don't normally take like 4 cards at once, but I kind of like what this is saying. So Strength card, overcoming. You're overcoming something here. You're overcoming that hump. Then you have the Knight of Swords. When I saw this card, I'm like, okay, like the breakthrough, like this is coming in hot, like a really quick breakthrough. Something's coming through to like, you know, cut through something, cut through this energy of like being stuck almost. Then there's the Ace of Wands again, so breakthrough, new creative beginnings. And then we have the 5 of Swords, where the 5 of Swords is a card of like a stalemate, which is where I was saying like you're stuck right now, and this is like that stalemate energy. And I feel like this Knight of Swords and this Ace of Wands is coming in to break through that stalemate and give you that inspiration, that creativity that you're needing or that you're wanting to move forward in whatever this creative endeavor is for you. Again, it doesn't have to be art. It could be anything that you're working on, that you're bringing into the world and bringing into fruition. Anything that you're creating here is Taurus. So it's going to be successful, definitely. So just be easy on yourself and allow yourself to just go with the flow, and don't overthink it too much, because you're going to put yourself in this 7 of Swords energy if you're not already there. So just be mindful of that. And we all have a reason in the season to where it's like we are creating something, then we hit a wall, and then it's just like we come back to it later, and it ends up becoming better and bigger than what we thought initially. So Taurus, that's all I have for you. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
We can go one night.